My name is Barbara Muller. I'm a marketer, an entrepreneur, and I'm the patron of Spark Empowerment Mentorship Program. Spark Communication is a boutique marketing agency that specializes in brand building campaigns aimed at creating awareness about different products for our clientele, inducing trials, and ultimately sales. Our main areas of focus is PR, below-the-line marketing, branding, merchandising, and sales activation. All right, I wear many backgrounds. I'm a trained journalist. I also did development communication, and now I'm doing my MBA in marketing from a global university. Before becoming an entrepreneur, I was, of course, in employment where I honed my skills and I got to learn a lot from my previous bosses, who have also, interestingly, become my mentors, all of them. So my journey to entrepreneurship, I think it's just, it's inborn. It's something that I was born with, you know. My late mother was an entrepreneur, and I learned a lot growing up through her. So that fire has always been there, and it was just waiting for the right time for it to be birthed. Because it is only in your business that you can bring on board the values that you want, the way you want. So when the time was right, then I ventured and set up Spark Communication. Spark Communication is a 360 degree marketing firm offering tailor-made marketing solutions to our clientele that are aimed at building brand awareness, increasing visibility for their products, helps in sales generation and ultimately conversion. Among the services that we offer include below-the-line marketing, which under below-the-line we have activations, product activations and sampling. We do roadshows, we do events, and merchandising and sales activation services. We also have a digital arm that handles digital and social media marketing. We have our branding division that is very robust. Our branding division handles both merchandise and branding for visibility for our clients. And finally, our newest baby, social media marketing, which aims at behavior change communications. Okay, so just to get into the detail of the services that we have. For example, when we talk about merchandising, merchandising is a sales exercise that helps our clients' products ensure that there's product availability in your supermarkets, in your modern trade. Apart from availability, the products are well priced. The communication on pricing is well done. And the merchandisers also push for sales of the products. So merchandising, the aim of merchandising is to create awareness about your brand, to ensure the product is available in store, and it's properly arranged, correct pricing, and of course, ultimate sales. Merchandising goes hand in hand with in-store activations. In-store activations is all about, one, it can be an activation to do sampling. This is when you're introducing a new product into the market and you'd want your consumers or your customers to get a feel of this product. So we do a lot of in-store consumer sampling activations for the different brands and their target to be able to get to interact with this product. In-store activation can also be used to create awareness. If you have a new product and you want your customer to know about it, you can do an in-store activation to create an awareness and ultimately, of course, to generate sales. In-store activation works hand to hand with merchandising. Still under that division, we have sales force management. Sales force management is basically having a team of dedicated resources that champion the growth of your brand. So they take your product to your customer and they sell your product on your behalf as the product owner. I've mentioned about our branding division. So our branding division is segmented into two. We have merchandise. Merchandise production is all about doing branding giveaways that are majorly for gifting whenever you have activities like Christmas, like Easter, when you want to gift somebody. Corporates love gifting. So, and the whole purpose of merchandise is to just create awareness and appreciation for brands. So apart from merchandise division under branding, we also do branding. And branding is more visibility, from office branding to wall branding to very unique branding collaterals. You know, if you go to supermarkets, you'll see gondolas, you'll see shelf strips, all aimed at ensuring that visibility of a product is heightened, because where there's more visibility, then of course, ultimately it will trigger the sales of the product. Digital marketing. This is a division that was founded just at the mix of COVID, because we're wondering what else do we provide our customers now that things have gone quiet. So we came up with a digital division, and you all understand in today's time, if you're not online as a brand, then you're losing out on so much. So we help, especially for digital marketing, we work with small brands. We have a product called Jenga Bizna na Spark Communication, which really focuses on growing small brands within their digital spaces. So we help you develop your social media pages. We help you manage those pages. We help you get to your consumers of those pages using our Jenga Bizna platform. We help you develop your website if you're a small business and you still don't have a working website. So those are the main arms of Spark. 2 years ago, we came up with our latest baby, social media, social marketing. Social marketing is all about creating behavior change amongst your consumers. There are a lot of social outreach interventions today that needs the support of partners like us to be able to communicate that behavior change to our different segments or target audience. I think the past 4 to 5 years have been really tough for most businesses. One, of course, we all went through the COVID season when everything went quiet. Looking at our business model is more one-on-one interaction. And with COVID and the restrictions around COVID, we're not able to do much during that time. So a lot of things went quiet. And just as we were getting out of COVID to get back on track, we got into an election period, and with the campaigns again, business was greatly affected, because most brands tend to hold on their money and wait and see until after the election. So of course, this period, our revenues dropped significantly. But on the flip side of it, because I said there's always a silver cloud, yes, there's always a rainbow in the storm. It gave us time to do a lot of research about our products. So despite it being a slow season for us business-wise, internally we were able to craft new products, launch our social marketing division. Yes, so we are really looking forward to 2024. It's just our year of takeoff, yeah, after 3-4 years of things being quiet. So our digital marketing division was actually formed during COVID, because we're not able to have one-on-one interactions at our touch points, like supermarkets, when you're doing road shows. And of course, we wanted our customers to remain top of mind in their minds of consumers. We also had, being an SME, I get to interact a lot with fellow SMEs, and we get to share our challenges and our struggles. And a lot of SMEs were wondering, how do I still remain relevant in my small business? Because this business is what supports me. Those are some of the feedbacks we would get from these SMEs. And out of that, it gave birth to our digital division, where we primarily support fellow SMEs just get back on track with their product, with the products that they're offering, by helping them build robust digital platforms, robust social media platforms, helping them curate websites that are targeted to their customers. Yes, and we've seen a lot of impacts from SMEs as a result of this new wing that came about during COVID. I think the biggest challenge we faced, and probably most SMEs would say, is cash flow. Cash flow challenges for businesses has been so difficult. So that has been our biggest setback to growth. As an employer, you also have challenges with employees. Just getting to understand, especially in today's generation, where we're employing a lot of Gen Zs, get to understand this peculiar group of people and how they want to work, you know. So I guess as a business, those are our main challenges that we keep on having from time to time. Challenges of cash flow and handling your workforce. Overcoming challenges in our workforce in terms of managing Jay-Z required me to immerse myself into the lives of these Gen Zs, you know, trying to get to understand them, how they want to work. And I think what has also really helped me with this is our mentorship program for Spark Empower that predominantly works with the Gen Zs. So just getting to understand them, doing research on them. I've done a couple of articles on understanding Gen Zs, and this has made me try and create that environment for this younger generation to thrive within the workplace. In terms of capital, cash flows, it's just seeing within the business how to prioritize what is required, which partners you can bring on board to help you in the interim as you manage cash flows. But ultimately, is how are we pushing for more revenues? Because when you have more revenues into the business, then the cash flow situation is also manageable. How does our company approach innovation and stay ahead of competition? You know, I'm a believer of there's nothing new under the sun that God did not create. Yeah, beyond God, we are just improving on what He had originally done. So for us is to tap into the strengths that we have as a business and see how do we set ourselves our part. Our strengths are in execution of our projects. Whenever we execute projects on the ground, how we treat our customers, our customer service, our end-to-end processes. I think those are some of the items that predominantly sets us apart as a business. I'm not a firm believer of trying to reinvent the wheel. If the wheel is working, you improve on it, not reinvent it. We've had so many beautiful moments at Spark Communications. I think just one is us, whenever we finish a project successfully and the client is happy, those are moments for us to celebrate. At Spark, we've been able to handle very big brands locally and internationally. Of course, those are highlights of the business, being able to handle big brands across the globe, having a satisfied customer, because our customers are our king, you know, and leading with ideas. We come up with ideas and concepts that when we execute them, they bring disruptions. So just coming up with the team and I coming up with disruptive ideas that are able to, you know, just be the game changer in the industry. Yes, we've done a lot of, over the years at Spark, we've been able to do a lot of CSR intervention. My passion is with the community. It's interesting that I also studied development communication when I was in school, and perhaps that can also explain my passion for young people and the mentorship program. So apart from our mentorship program, which Spark Empower is the primary sponsor and support, we've also done a lot of partnerships and outreaches with Mary Faith Children's Home. This is a children's home that takes care of children who have been abused, and they're located in Satellites, that's within Nairobi. We've also been able to partner in the past with Nairobi Hospice. Nairobi Hospice is a caregiving center for cancer patients. So, you know, I always say for an industry like ours that we don't have a product, physical product, that a tangible product that we're selling, Our employees are everything. Our employees are our first customers. So it's at the core of the business, priority to the business to ensure that our employees are happy. So number one, we have a lot of programs within the business to ensure they are pumped up, and they stay also in touch with what is happening. We do trainings. We do trainings for our employees. We have a robust HR division that works hand in hand with the employees in terms of employee appraisals and appreciation. So we put a lot of systems in place to ensure that one, we not only just attract good talent, but we're able to maintain this good talent, considering that I think a majority of our employees are also the Gen Zs. What do I see as the future? Wow, the marketing industry is greatly evolving. Of course, there's the digital space that needs to grow. Apart from that, there's also AI. How do we absorb? How do we bring on board AI into marketing? How do we leverage on technology and AI in marketing? Because ideally, that's the future. That's the future of marketing. All right. So at the heart of Spark Communication is Spark Empower mentorship program. This is a mentorship program that was started in 2016. And since then, we've been mentoring and working with university students from across this country with the aim of just equipping them with the necessary life skills that they need as they cross over from campus into the job market. We currently have a team of 58 mentees for 2020 as our 2024 cohort, and we've been able to partner with the mentors who support us towards mentoring this team of 58. The Empower Mentorship Program is a program that is carefully designed to help a university student who's transitioning from campus into the job market. We have a robust 9-month curriculum with different modules from career development to personal branding, financial literacy. We have sustainability, entrepreneurship, among many others, that we take these mentees on a month-to-month basis so that we give them an exposure of the outside world even before they get to the outside world. For instance, last month we did a session on career development, just trying to help them understand which careers are competitive in today's world. How do they position themselves effectively? How do you write your CV and ensure your CV is attractive enough to attract your next employer? So apart from now the modules that we take them through, we also pair our mentees with each mentee to each mentor to help them work through their goals. Because at the beginning of the program, then the mentees get to set goals that they will want to achieve during the 9-month period, and they are allocated each mentor to a mentee. And during this 9 months, then the mentor is able to help the mentee unpack those goals and work towards those goals before they finally graduate at the end of the program. Yeah, I think the transition between employment, nobody prepares you for entrepreneurship. You know, when you are out there, you imagine entrepreneurs are having a time of their life. They have flexi hours, probably they're swimming in the monies, but nobody really gets to prepare you for entrepreneurship. So there are a lot of challenges as I was transitioning. One is, of course, the financial constraints, because now you're moving from a comfortable paycheck to uncertainty of whether you're going to pay yourself or not. So there's a lot of financial adjustments that needed to be done when I was transitioning. Then just coming to entrepreneurship, you also realize entrepreneurship is lonely because people might not really understand what you're going through. Yes, which again, nobody ever prepared me for it. But I always believe, I'm a firm believer that challenges offer us an opportunity to learn. So immediately I shifted to entrepreneurship. I got to sign up for Strathmore University for Strathmore Enterprise Development. It's a program, a 6-month program for entrepreneurs. And that in itself really helped me understand the business language, understand the challenges, get to interact with fellow entrepreneurs and share our challenges and see how to help one another. Well, I guess most of the time you'll find a doctor setting up his own doctor's practice, you know. You tend to open a business in an area that you're conversant with. And this is the area that I've known. This is what I've done all my life, you know. So by default, this is where my passion lied. So when I was thinking of which business to set up, I shifted. Of course, the shift came to experiential marketing, which I knew how to do. For the people who are in employment, who perhaps are looking into joining the business world, is first just have a plan and proofread your plan. You know, work on a plan on how you want to first get to understand which business you want to do and why you want to do it. Do a plan of it and give yourself time before jumping from employment to entrepreneurship. To my people, my young people, whom I love so much, patience. I'd tell the youth that Rome was not built in a day. Yes, they need to remain patient. This thing happen when success will come when remain patient. I've seen a lot of our youth today who want microwave results. They don't allow things to marinate and bake. So my advice to the young people is let's remain patient, even as we pursue our dreams. Patience and focus will ultimately give you the success that you require. So Spark Communication is, of course, a 360-degree marketing firm, and we specialize in digital marketing, BTL activations, merchandising, PR and social marketing, all aimed at creating awareness about brands for a different clientele, inducing trial and visibility, and ultimately sales for different products that we handle. We are located in Lavington, and our social media handles are Spark Communications, both on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn as well.